Hey y'all, what's up you guys? My name is Mizzle. You're watching my channel Mizzle 14, and I'm here doing part 2 of Iyanla Fix My Life of the Female Felons episode. Now, it continued on from the left off last week. We met the daughter named Keisha. Keisha revealed to us that this is not the first time her mother got arrested for something. She got arrested this is not the first time her mother got arrested. She got arrested before for 5 years for child abuse. So I was like, damn, a child abuse charges. So her mother was not even out there like that. It was really out there. And it's been 5 years. So she basically in and out the girl's life. And don't really know that much memories of her mother. She said she only met her mother like a few times during the amount of years that she was in prison. For the second time, the second charge, she was there 18. She only met her like a couple of times. So she's still like missing her mom, and she realized that her mom wasn't there for her, everything, and she just feel like she wants her mom back. She wants the person that she's supposed to be there for her, to love her, and everything. So Iyanla was telling her that she would like her relationship to be healthy with her mother, and the fact that it doesn't have any like issues or problems or strained relationships between them, animosity between each other, to be healthy, that they could sit down and talk together, to have the mother-daughter relationships and forgive one another, and not forget one another, for her to be able to move on and forgive her mother and pass on to build that relationship back with her. She can't get the years that she lost, but maybe she could build something now. And she hate that her mother left her at a young age to go to jail, so that cause sometimes it's out of beyond her control. Yes, her mother left her because her mother made decisions that caused her to go to jail, and she didn't make right decisions for the sake of her children. She made decisions for the sake of herself, and that caused it in consequence directly affected her children. So it just that she just hurt, and she was her mom, and then she this also she revealed that her mom actually had 12 children and not 10. So so she's like, her mom really don't show any emotions, and show any emotions about what she's doing or how she feels, or she feel like when she interact with her daughter, or she talk to her mother. And she said she don't show emotions, like she just shut down everything. And this one, Iyanla told her that your mother didn't shut down because she got into prison. Your mother shut down way before she entered the prison system. So she ready to shut down on life. She ready to shut down on her responsibilities with her children. She ready to shut down her responsibility being as a mother. She shut down mentally, spiritually, emotionally. She shut down, so she couldn't be there. She couldn't have the tools to be a mother because she was broken herself when she wasn't being raised by her own mother. She felt alone and abandoned and not be accepted. So that she had children at a young age, and she kept having children, and so she had 12 children. But she denied having 12 children. She said she only had 10. So Iyanla is like, she needs to have a talk with Matilda, because all this long time, Matilda wasn't telling her the whole truth. She was only telling her some truth that she wants Iyanla to know, not the stuff that she tried to hit for herself and not explaining. Why the fact that she had that she had 2 other kids? Why is she only saying she only claiming 10 children and not saying 12? It must be a reason why she don't want to do that, and why is like it's a lot of things that she's not really saying anything about the abuse, being in jail before, and not telling her the truth, and not being open and honest, and denying some of the truth for herself. If you don't completely try to open up the truth or face the truth of reality, then you're not going to be able to heal. And you're going to continue being in that stuck state, in that shut down mentality, in that shut down state, in that circle that you can't get out of. It will continue looping until you figure out that you can face the reality. So the fact that you're creating different false truths and denying and hitting the other truths that's there, that you're not going to fully process. So it starts off for her to be to the audience and saying why you saying 10 children and you actually have 12. What is going on? So So Iyanla went to see Matilda because she left Matilda to do some exercise and everything. And Iyanla said, "I need you to give me permission to be up straight up for you and give you permission to be blunt, to be up." Oh, Iyanla is always blunt, but she said, I want you to give me permission to go there with you." And she said, "Great, everything." She said, "Great." So she said she handed a card, and she said, "Look all the names on the card." And she said, Matilda was looking at it. She said, "Tell me how many kids, how many names is on that card." She said, "I see about 12. So how many kids you told me you have? 10. So Matilda, you be lying to me. You got 12 children. Why are you only telling me 10? She said, "Well, that's a part of my life I didn't want to tell you. That's a part of my life I dealt with that. So I don't have to tell you this like that. I don't have to go there with you. I'm not going to explain myself with you." And like Matilda was really shutting down. She was being defensive. She was being angry. She didn't want to close information. She was being a hard person. Like she was regressing back than progressing forward because she don't reveal the truth. She said, "That is your truth. That's who you are as a woman. Why you don't want to say that?" She mentioned something about being raped. Now, rape is a serious issue. It's a serious thing, and I don't wish that on anybody. But if you have children out of rape, that's something that's emotion that you can't deal with. That it's like, this is a product of somebody who raped me, something that I didn't give consensual consent for, and then I got babies, 2 kids, out of the product of being raped. So I can see how damaging and emotional distress that Matilda is going through with this traumatic experience that happened to her, that she got these 2 kids. So that's maybe explain why she not mentioned that 2 kids, because those 2 kids is about a rape that she hasn't been dealt with. But according to her, she said she dealt with that and she healed from that. But I said a healed person doesn't go back to jail. A healed person doesn't keep doing the stuff that you do. So you wasn't really healed from your responsibilities, because if you was really healed, you would have acknowledged the 2 kids, you would embrace it, and you would continue going on, and you will not continue making that bad decisions. So you were still broken. So you wasn't healed from anything, Matilda. She's really in denial, and is just facing the facts that she created this false hope that, no, this not happen. I'm done with this. I already talked about this. Just because you talked about it doesn't mean that you really you hear from it. You talked about it, but doesn't mean that you solved, and any issue was solved. Anything wasn't no revelation came about it, no epiphany came from it, nothing that came from what you have done and what you hiding that makes you face the reality, or makes you really embrace the truth, and makes you feel like that you can move on and you can heal. You haven't been healed because you haven't really dealt with that. And you don't lie and say you deny you dealt with this, and it's not an issue, this is not something I'm going to tell you. The fact that you blatantly told a lie and create this falsehood of reality to comfort your own self, to better your own self, to make yourself feel better than the reality is, so you won't have to face the truth of something. So it was like Iyanla got upset. She said, "When you ready to face the reality, when you ready to face this as a woman, when you ready to accept you yourself as a woman, when you ready to believe and come and break down the walls and really dive into your truth, you come speak to me. You come talk to me. You come when you ready to face the facts. Because this right here is not doing it. You lying to me is not going to do it. You is not getting healed. You is not going to move on forward. You going to be stuck with the same thing. You always going to be stuck. You never going to get out of the reality. You always going to do that prison mentality. So when you are ready, you come talk to me." And I was like, that was it. I said, that's all you have to say, because you can't really help and heal someone who's not ready to be healed. And Matilda, it seemed like, because Matilda is 65, so she's in that age, back in the age days when you don't reveal stuff. You keep that stuff to yourself. You don't explain, talk to your problems. You have the old school mentality, say whatever, I deal with it. I deal with it. Keep it hush hush. Move on. Don't speak on the past. Don't dwell on the past or something like that. And it's like swept under the rug. You continue to do what you got to do. You keep it in the secrets. You move on, and you just got to accept that. So I think that's the kind of mentality Matilda has. That she's in that mentality, like whatever, and it's what it is. It's done what's done. Let's move on. Let's get moving. And I can't apologize for what I did. It's because it is what it is, based on Matilda had. But that was that. So she left Matilda in her words. Then she went to go see Tai. Now Tai was the young girl that she grew up in a drug house. Her mother abandoned her and wasn't there. She was looking for acceptance. She wanted to be a doctor, but she gave up that life of being a doctor so she could be around friends. Cause she feel like they be respecting her or they accepted her as a friend, and she wanted to be needed, and she felt needed by being in a group of the friends, even though that she was failing and not doing the right path, and gave up that path. So she gave up herself at a young age, about 13, 14. She said she gave up herself because her mother didn't want her, wasn't there for her. So Iyanla gave her exercise and said, "Close your eyes, and what do you see?" And she just dropped her chains on the floor. She said, I see a little girl. I see her. I'm scared. I'm afraid, and I want to." She said, "What do you need? What do you see?" Was all I saw. Keep dropping it. So she started breaking down. And I feel bad for Tai, because last episode I cried for Tai, because when Iyanla asked her, "When do you lose yourself?" She broke down, and I broke down with her, and I was like, I felt her pain. And for this episode, I feel it too, because she's a young girl, which Iyanla said, and after the exercise, when she said, "What you really want?" she said, "I want help." She said, "Yes, baby." And Iyanla was hugging her. She said, "Tell me what you need." "I need help." And she kept saying, "Help, help, help, help." And Iyanla said, "This is an easy word, help, but it's so hard, profound impact on someone who realize they feel like they're not being heard, who not being respected, who not being listened to. It's hard to say you need help when you feel like no one is listening to yourself. No one is listening to you. Nobody's paying attention to the signs that you're going through. Nobody's accepting you. They all moving about their own lives, and you pretending everything's okay, but you're not okay. That the fact that it's hard to say that 4 letter words to someone and say you need that help. You need someone to help you. You need someone to be there for you. You need to reach out. Stop being afraid. A lot of people be afraid because they feel like they need help. Something's wrong with them. They too weak. They can't handle the situation. They can't. They be ridiculed or they be talked down because they go ask for help. Asking for help don't make you weak. Asking for help give you the strength. Acting to help means that you don't have all the answers. You have someone who needs it for you. So when somebody say, "Oh, you don't need no help. You don't need to go to counseling. You don't need nothing like that," I don't talk to people. I don't listen to people like that, because at the same time, those people who may be the most damaging people. If you feel that the help that you need to get is going to better yourself, to heal you as a person, go for it. Get that help, and it shouldn't be a taboo. It shouldn't be talked about. It's talked down. It shouldn't be disregarded or disgraced asking for help. It's a very simple word, but it's a hard impact psychological feeling that you reaching out. It's for so many years that Tai going through since a teenager, now as a young adult who went to jail at a young age in her 20s, had kids, left her kids to go to jail, and she's broken. She needs to rebuild herself. So that help that she needs, she needs to get out. She needs to get that little girl out, because she be stuck in that little girl. It's like, with that little girl, give her the voice. And that little girl voice inside of her says she needs the help. So it was very profound scene and very emotional scene as well. And I hope Tai will continue on and moving forward. Now, we get the next daughter, Matilda's youngest daughter, Nicole. She's the 12th child of Matilda's 12 children. And she said, Nicole revealed that she has a baby by 15. Remember the family pathology that Miss Iyanla always keep bringing in a lot of episodes, which I started to believe that is really true, and I do believe it's true. A lot of people actions, a lot of people experience go through is not usually something invented new. It's usually something that had been happening generations before them. And the pattern keep repeating until you need to break that cycle. So her mom had Matilda when she was a young age and gave her away to her grandmother. Matilda had a baby, her first child, when she was, I think, 15, 16. And now her youngest daughter is repeating the same pattern as her mother, who have a child as 15 and 16 years old, who don't have the money in her life to teach her the tools and being a mother. Since Matilda didn't have the tools herself in being a mother, because her mother didn't raise her. So it's like a broken family pattern and breakdown. And the fact that Nicole revealed that Matilda left her when she was 6 years old. So she's stuck in that 6 years old girl that she yearning for her mother. And Iyanla told both Keisha and Matilda, it's like, no, Keisha and Nicole, can y'all accept the fact of reality that you may not have your mother in your life? Now talk about death. I'm saying, if your mother right now, if she can't give you the tools that you need, are you prepared to accept the love, accept her that she can't be there for you? Can you accept that? Can you accept that she not gonna be in your life? Because you grown now. Yes, you want the mother, you want her to be in a relationship, all that stuff. But she can't go back to where it was. She can't give you the tools to where it was because you already missed the opportunity. All she could do for now. She can't give you what you want now, later on. So that's what she asked her, what do you want for your mother now? Keisha said she want a healthy relationship with her mother. Nicole said she want her mom that she had missed when she was 6 years old. So she backed in that 6 years old body, and she want the mom, not the Matilda who's now is. She want her mom when she was at 6 years old. So Iyanla was telling her, say, what if you can't get that, mom? Because she ready, ain't her truth. She's really trying to heal herself. What if she can't give you that tool when you're 6? You already done. So what can you do now? Can you prepare to not have her in your life? Can you prepare to move on with your life without her? And not with her. As she was saying, the family pathology. Are you angry about the pattern that's going on? That this is a continuing pattern that's going on with generation, and then you might pass down to your daughter or whatever. Or are you gonna break it? Or you be the first one to break that pattern and say, you know what? Enough is enough. I need to stop the cycle, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do. So that was that. So we need to have Matilda complete her story, because right now she's like the center of all of this, because she has her prison daughters, which is Brandy and Tai, that she became the mother figure of them and knew about what they knew the truth about her from their side. And then she had her own biological daughters, Keisha and Nicole, and their truths about Matilda. So Iyanla got all four of them together, and they compare their notes of what they know about Matilda that the other person, the other side probably not know, and how they can all help and heal and fix and learn from each other, and also help Matilda, their mother, in revealing herself and how impact that she had on her children. And it was nice. And she needed that to heal. She don't tell the truth. And you got to love her enough to tell her the truth. It's like sometimes we and then Brandy and Tai said that, I think Brandy or Tai, one of them said that or Tai. She said that her little boys knew something was going on, and they knew that her mother was going away, but they was more upset and concerned and more about their mother feelings than their own. And it's like sometimes as children, you want to protect your parents' feelings, you want to protect their emotions, you want to protect everything about them. But as a parent, they need to understand that they need to help protect you too. They need to help you to realize that it's affecting you as a child. There's like, yes, whatever you're gonna go through, they may not have all the tools to really help you handle yours because they never got help themselves. So they is like living and surviving. But they also realize that their actions does affect your children, and your children knows things. So sometimes children want to protect you more than they want to protect themselves, and that's what it's like. It's like it come to that realization when Iyanla was telling her, are you prepared to tell your mother the truth? Don't sugarcoat nothing. Don't be around the bush. Don't try to sugarcoat her feelings. Don't try to cater to her feelings. Just tell her the truth. You don't have to be rude, but explain to your truth, your experience, and how you feel. The only way she can understand if you could tell your truth, but don't scapegoat it or dance around it because you don't want to hurt Matilda. She's grown now. She got to be able to face the truth. You grown children. You're adults. So now y'all can be able to say stuff. But you can't heal if you don't say nothing. So I guess that's the like kind of thing. And they both was they both speak their truth about Matilda. And it revealed to Brandy and Tae that Matilda got 12 children and not 10. And then Nicole said something that she wanted her mother there, and she upset that her mother was around because when she was pregnant, she was beating her child in her stomach. She didn't want the baby, all that stuff. And her mother was not around. She was going through a lot of stuff, and it was tough. This had to happen because you got so much damage, family foundation that is broken, and it's all stems from that. So we had this court of life because Iyanla said in the last episode she's going to make them have the court of life to face the reality, the truth of sentences that they're facing, and how can they speak and how can they defend themselves against these charges. So right now the person who's on trial is Matilda because she was the center of everything. And Nicole talked first, Nikisha second, and Nicole said she was stuck at 6 years old. She stuck as that 6-year-old girl that she want her mom. She want her mom that she was 6. And yeah, I was talking to her. She said, she was saying, yeah, I was talking to her to say, you know what? It's a point that you got to say that you can't give her the tools or love her enough to give her the tools that she wants at 6 years old. Tell her that you can't give her what she wants then. There. So Matilda had a hard time because she didn't really understand exactly what was going on, and I don't think she really understand the nature of what Iyanla was telling her. And Brandy was telling her thing, and Matilda was like stubborn, and she's like, I'm not going to say that. I cannot say that to have the love. She said you didn't have the love for your daughters. She's just saying that you can't be the mother that she wants at 6 years old because you missed that. You can only be the person you is now. You can't be the mother that she was at 6 because she's not 6 years old because that's what she's looking for. You can't be that mother at 6 years old. You only could do what you're going to do now. And I think she had a hard time, so Brandy was telling her, like, I miss my child life at 6 years old because she was looking for something that was at 6 and I can't be that. And I had to understand the fact in reality that I couldn't do that. So she looking for the mother when she was 6 years old. But you gotta tell her that you can't be that. You can't be that mother at 6 years old. She said, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. So Iyanla rephrased it and had her repeat after me, and she repeated the words and everything. And understand, and I guess Matilda understand more about that. And they hugged it out Nicole because Nicole was getting upset, and they hugged it out. And then Keisha came and they talked a little bit out. Iyanla had her tell her, can you repeat after me? And Iyanla asked them to tell both her daughters, can you forgive me? Just forgive me. Just forgive for yourself. Just forgive everything I have done. Once you walk in the path of forgiveness, then it will be better for every party involved. Once you able to start forgiving, then you can start working on rebuilding the relationship with your mother. And it starts from there. And it was nice. It was a little nice little ending. Had the court alive, and Matilda said, I didn't like you at first, but I do appreciate how you was going there for me and showing me the way and stuff. And it was nice, and it seemed like Matilda is taking the tools and she rebuilding her relationship with her daughters, and hopefully she will build the relationship with her other children as well. And Tae and Brandy said they were both going to take the tools as well from Iyanla gave her and work on their lives. So it was nice, and I guess it was a nice little ending to it. Next week will be the Cynthia and Mallory and their story, and I can't wait to look forward to that. Please, hope you like this video. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Also share my videos if you can to other people who like to watch this content. I do show reviews. I'm thinking about I think most likely I might go do new shows. I might go do is Star, and also go do How to Get Away with Murder. Um, um, I may do some scenarios of Law and Order. Law and Order SVU is coming back on, so I may do some reviews of those shows. I might not do every week of that, but I may do the premiere episode because it looked interesting and talk about rape and stuff like that. And that's it. 911, I may not do that. I may not. It just depends on it. And it's on the show This Is Us that's coming out. Um, I just realized it's third season, so I'm gonna go to the first season and try to catch up before I start watching the third season, so I can understand the story better. And I'm so excited. A lot of shows coming out. I mean, Hell's Kitchen and SWAT Team and Charm is coming back up next month. The new reboot of Charm. I can't wait. I'm excited for that. And I'll talk to you all later. Peace.